Hi. Well, as you can see, I've been a little busy. I've been having fun. And this month, if you follow my caboodle kits, we're making some Santos cage dolls with the image of Frida on them. So, of course, I had Frida on the brain. And I had a couple of requests to make some of my encaustic panels with Frida on the cover. So once I start doing my encaustic panels, I kind of go crazy and do a whole bunch of them. So I had some leftover ones and I decided to put them on a cover to some journal slash art journal books that I'm making. So I finished them. I made 6 of them. So I'm going to show you really quick. Hopefully, famous last words, quick, right? I'm going to try and show you really quick these journals that I made, and then they will be in the shop. All right. So, like I said, I made 6 of them, and all I did was number them. But, well, I don't have to show them to you in order, do I? Well, maybe I should. It might make more sense. It might make a little more sense if I do that. All right. So, here is number 1. That way, if you like one, you know right off the bat what number it is. All right. What I did is I had some ledger covers. They were really quite big. And I cut them, I cut the front in half and used the top portion and the bottom portion of the cover and made a new journal out of that. And that's what this is. So if you look past everything else, you can see here's the leather part and some of the gilding is left over. And then the corner where that leather is from that ledger. And then also here on the back. And I left them very rustic, really messy because personally that's what I like about the old vintage ledgers is that rustic worn feeling. So that's I left it at that. All right, so now what I did on top of that is on each one of these I made an encaustic panel. And some of you may have seen on one of my lives, I was putting down the papers, the printouts, and different things that I used to create this background. And now you get to see what they look like finished. So these panels, they're all the same size. And these panels are 4 by 6. These are canvas panels that have an encaustic finish. And I attached them to the cover with these screws. So it's sitting there pretty permanent. And the overall size of the journal, it is about 8.5 by 5.5. And this particular spine, they're pretty much all the same. It's about 1 3/4 is the spine. They are all the signatures are bound the same way. I don't have a name for this binding. I just enjoy doing it, and I like the rustic look of it. There are 3 signatures, and I think, oh, I forget. Last time I counted, I added since I counted. I think there was like around 160 pages, something like that. Um, so let's get into it. Now, those of you that are already familiar with my journals, you know that I make journals so that you work in them and you finish them. So, you can call them semi-naked, naked, whatever terminology helps you visualize how I finish mine. The interior, this is fabric that I put on the inside of the cover. And then I just have all kinds of papers, and I have the same types of papers in all of them. This is a what I would call a newer piece of ledger paper. I think it was 70s or 80s. So, I wouldn't think twice about painting on it and gluing on it and covering it all up, whatever you like to do. We have coffee dyed paper. We've got wallpaper, stained papers. I have fabric in here. This is mixed media paper. Some digital printouts, some more wallpaper, fabric. This is number one. Fabric. And then, you know, to go with all the beautiful colors that are in her self-portraits, we have a lot of dyed paper in some really beautiful bright colors. And these are also mixed media papers, more wallpaper, and you get the idea. So whatever it is that you do, whether you write, whether you draw, whether you paint, whether you glue, or you just like to turn the pages and look at it. Oh, and I also have my plastered cloth in these journals. So you are going, you know, whatever you enjoy doing, you'll be able to do it in these. Lots of fun surfaces that's embroidered, fun surfaces for you to work on. And all you have to do is turn a page to get inspired either by the color or the texture or the size of the page. There will be something there to inspire you. And then the back also has that same fabric, and the back is the other portion of that ledger. Now, as most of you that are familiar with me, you know, I always end up putting some kind of a goodie bag so that you have something to play with. And it's in this little bag here. And I should have opened it before, whoops, before we got started. What did I do? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. That's okay. We got plenty of time, right? Right, so I had this this book. It was from the 40s, but it was a you know, what am I trying to say? A textbook to learn Spanish. So there's a lot of Spanish words in there if you wanted to use that, you know, in your collaging or journaling or whatever. Now, each packet of goodies, they're all going to be different because they're leftovers that I have from my caboodle kit. And so they aren't all the same, but similar. So you'll get, for sure, everybody gets some of that, some scraps of wallpaper and some printouts and some little scraps of some of my jelly printing, and a couple of tags and more of the printouts, and maybe some kind of tickets, and then some scraps from the fabric that went into the journal. The scraps that I have is because the skulls were in pieces parts as opposed to a full piece. So you know, you can use portions of it. A napkin that was in the kit. I really like how that napkin came out, and that napkin is on the front of all of the covers of these journals, so you can incorporate those into your collage or whatever it is that you do. And then you're going to get a few things here for you to be able to make some kind of a dangle or a charm or something for your journal. And then here, this is about 2 yards that you can incorporate into your little tassel. So you'll have plenty of stuff to start you off or just to inspire you to start working on your journals. All right, let me put, and each one will have one of these with the same type of stuff, but maybe not exactly. Like I said, because they were leftovers. Okay, so that was number 1. Now I gotta search for number 2. Okay, I'll find it. Here it is. Okay, so let's put this over here. All right, same sizes and dimensions that I gave you before. And pretty much inside, whoops, forgot to remove the number, pretty much the same fabric, just different portion of the fabric. Same digital printouts, fabrics, all the brightly dyed papers and wallpaper and mixed media and yada 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 yada. It's all got the same goodies. Some fabrics and plastered fabric. And you get the idea. Wallpaper, more fabric, more plaster, more goodies and more goodies. Goody goody and goody goody. So there you go. So as you can see, the insides are very similar. Okay, so this is number 2. Whoops. You can see the sheen. Sometimes you can't capture, there you go, what encaustic really looks like, but there, you can get a better idea. There you go. That's 2. And here is number 3. Let's see if we can, maybe yes. Oh, there we go. You can see a little bit of it there. And all this dark area that you see that maybe might look like a outline with a pen or something, all that's been carved in and come back with some staining that really emphasizes the shape of all these things that got carved out. So you'll feel the indentation and all the carving that's on the front. Again, something you really can't appreciate just looking at this. Okay, number 3. Let me find number 4. That's number 5. Here's number 4. So this is the one where she had her monkey on her lap. I know some of you remember the monkey on the lap. I can't get you to see the whoops a little bit. Oh, there we go. You can see a little bit of it. Anyway, so all of this that you see that's dark, that is all carved in, and you can feel all that texture. And again, same. Only thing that's different, I think, are the fabrics that have been put in. So I'll go just to those. These have been plastered. So that one's a little bit different. And yeah, that's pretty much what's different is the fabric that's in here and the plaster. Okay, so that is number 4. Here is number 5. See a little bit of that sheen. I just love doing this. And the difference again is just the fabric, the plaster fabrics, or if it's just plain fabric. Here's another piece. A little goodie bag. So again, this is, what did I just say? 5. And last but not least is number 6. Now on all of these, I put little, I forgot to mention that, I put little pieces, parts from old books, whether it's from the inside of the binding, the outside, or whatever, because I figured I was using the covers to the ledgers, so I just follow that kind of theme and put different parts of books on the cover. And this one, it just happened to be on the side of one of my books. It said 6th edition. So I thought, well, I'll put that there. And this one is number 6. Again, pretty much the same papers. This is plastered. This one also is plastered. A little piece of doily on this one. And there you go. Again, all the carving that was done on there. Okay, so that's it. We've got 6 of them, and I have a few more of these panels. So if anyone might be interested in just the panel, you might want to contact me. And if there's any one of these, well, I really can't duplicate these because they're not one piece. They're different pieces, parts of stuff that I had around. So I may not be able to create the exact same cover. But if there's one that interests you, when I say cover, I mean the panel, and then you just want the panel, please contact me and I can see what I can do for you. But I had a lot of fun putting these together. And Frida needs a home. Frida needs a stinking home. And you know what? I think that home needs to be with you.